Okay, so we start recording for our cast on party. Come on in. This is so exciting.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, ladies. Hi, everybody. So that you know, you're all muted, or you should be muted. And we will, just because otherwise we have a lot of chatting and confusion. We are recording the session as my husband coming in with a drink for the party.
Yay.
So while people are joining and coming in, we are here with Kim and Jonna and Kirsten is it Kirsten or Kirsten? Kristen of Wool and Wine, who is one of our special guests today. We have a lot of things going to happen. It's going to be a lot of chat. I hope you're ready. Hi, ladies. How you doing?
We're good. Good. Yeah. Excited.
So we have quite a lot of people in. It's up to you, ladies, how you want to see us. We are just recording the spotlight. So right now we're just recording myself and Kim, Jonna, and Kirsten. So you won't appear in our video, but during the cast on party, we will see you. You can raise your hand. You can ask questions in the chat. We have an active chat going on. We have Amy monitoring the chat, and we have few guests in the background as well. We will, call them at different time, and we see. So let us know where you're coming from. I see we have New York, Canada, San Diego, Massachusetts, Montreal. And somebody says, I work with Paula. I was like, who? That's Amy. Sweden, Spain, fantastic. Edmonton, is that Susan? Is that my Susan from Edmonton? 12, oh my God, it's like flood coming in. It's so exciting. Wow, I'm so happy this is finally coming together. Cincinnati, Rio Grande, Texas, Vegas, Nebraska. And of course, we have Karen and Felicia from Pick Up Every Stitch, one of the sponsor and co-host of this beautiful party. Portugal, Marcia Silvia, California, Vail, Arizona, Monterey. Look at all these beautiful places that I've never been. I think I have to take a map and figure things out.
Armchair travel. Right.
Yeah. New Milford. Woo! That is so nice. This is such a beautiful, I have my iPad here, so I can actually see most of you, whether you have a video or you don't have a video. I can still see you. Some people are like upside down.
I'm trying to.
There is.
Just pretend.
Woo! Isabel is in the house.
Hi, Isabel.
So nice to meet you.
So nice, yeah.
So nice to see you, Isabel. How you doing?
Hey.
If you don't know, actually, Isabel has not been well for a while. She has tons of problems. But I don't know how she does it, because she still releases, what is that, one a day, I think, at this point, pattern.
Wow.
Maybe like one a week. I mean, one a week, something like that. And so she agreed, come on, it's very late for her. But she's so kindly, she saw that we were doing this, and she so kindly decided to participate. I know, she had a special coupon for the, sorry, I'm trying to, Amy, do you see the request for the transcription? Let me see if I can enable. Okay, so I've turned on the transcription. The transcription are going to be really, really funny, because that computer is trying to understand my Italian English. So, you will see some weird thing as well going on. But it's good that we have it. I hope that it helps. And so anyway, sorry, Susan, Isabel. We are super excited because we see so much enthusiasm for this knit along, and everybody has started, you know, at least the Dingley Dell. There's so many people. We will ask how many people started the Dingley Dell, and but do you want to say a few words?
Well, welcome to the knit along.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I hope you have tons of fun. I'm trying to keep up with all that stuff, but I probably will fail.
Yeah.
There's so much going on. I'm linked to every 2 minutes to whatever, to a story, to a post, to the. I'm not. I'm not up to date, but I hope you have a lot of fun and enjoy the patterns and the yarn and the company.
Yeah. And you know, and I think Kim and Jonna, you want to say something? Or?
I just wanted to say thank you so much for participating in this with us, Isabel. And I cast it on early because I wanted to be able to knit and talk. But I am just loving this construction. You're not going to be able to see it.
Yes, we can see it.
The shoulder seam and the sleeve cap. Oh my goodness, it's gorgeous. So thank you.
Yeah.
And I'm actually going to see Isabel at the end of this month when I'm traveling to Germany. Hopefully we'll try to catch up then. And if we can, maybe, you know, we will just come live or do something. We'll see. It depends how she feels. Maybe we just end up going somewhere and drink, you know, and have a drink. But we'll see about that. And I'm so lucky because I will see Isabel also in September because we have the next knitting retreat with Isabel. And actually, Karen and Felicia from Pick Up Every Stitch, the store that is hosting this knit along, are also coming. So, oops, did I leave the cat out of the bag? So they are going to join us. You're going to meet them. They are two fabulous ladies with the best shop in the world. So they're super nice. So you're going to meet them there. And while you're going to have your workshop, I will be in the spa.
There you go.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't take the workshop. And you see, I get other people knitting my samples. I'm just joking. So we're going to have fun, you know, at the in September. So I have a couple of chances to see Isabel, and Isabel actually is working, on some new designs, right, with our yarns. Oh, she's going to show us something. Oh my goodness. You're going to have the preview of the preview. Oh yeah, nobody has seen this yet. Nobody has seen it.
Ooh.
So
Oh wow,
that's gorgeous.
this is done with our baby camel. So we have the new 100% baby camel that came out in April, the Gobi, the natural color. And Isabel is the first one that actually received the second color, which is a secret. So you actually know our secrets now.
wow.
Yeah, is the gray, is a dark, beautiful gray. And Isabel is using both for a design that we will release for the retreat in September. And we will then bring to Woolen Folk in October we are vendors at the Woolen Folk in Rhinebeck. So, in case you're going to be there, we will have that, and we will release it, of course. I know, the people coming from Norway and New Zealand and Australia and everywhere else will have a chance to see that. So Isabel is a woman of a few words. She does a lot of knitting, a lot of pattern, but she's very quiet, right? But she likes a lot.
That's kind of like Jonna too, actually. Do you want to say anything?
I just wanted to say there was so much enthusiasm when we said, that Isabel, would be joining us for her patterns, because there's so many beautiful patterns being knit, not just the Dingley Dell, but the Fiola, and people were, oh, I've had this pattern in my queue forever, and I'm so excited to cast on. So, the enthusiasm for your patterns has just been amazing.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And I think, go ahead.
We have Kristen here of
Hello.
Bull and Vine. I think you said that already. Do you want to say anything?
Hi, I'm Kristen from Bull and Vine Yarns. I'm not used to doing live streams, so this is a first for me. And I apologize if I'm incredibly awkward. It's so good to be here. And yeah, this has been a lot of fun so far. So thank you for having me. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for joining us.
And yeah.
I would just love to thank all the viewers, not just the viewers that are on now, but the viewers of all of our channels. I mean, we just started YouTubing in October last year.
Right.
And first, Kevin and Ray of Needles at the Ready. We met them at Westport Yarns, and they talked about us in their channel. And so
even after we chased them down in the parking lot,
we chased them down
as they're exiting in their car,
knocking on their car window.
Yeah.
Hi.
That's a true fan.
I know.
You know.
So they talked about us, and that kind of got us more viewers. And then the Knitting Posse heard about us from Kevin and Ray, and so then they talked about us, and then so we're just so grateful for Kevin and Ray and for the Knitting Posse, and then also then Jonna.
we just asked Kristen to get on our bandwagon, and
I'm just here for the yarn. The food.
Jonna's. I'm not so much of a watching YouTube channels, but Jonna does, and she's been a fan of Kristen's for a really long time. And when Kristen was moving,
and you've been podcasting for, I don't want to.
Over 10 years.
Over 10 years.
Yeah.
So
can't stop, won't stop.
Actually, I think it was in Nitty City, and someone recommended your podcast.
Wow.
And so I was like, oh, Bull and Vine. The name stuck with me because it was different.
Yeah.
So then I started watching Kristen, and I just your videos are a nice bite size. So and you do podcasts frequently. So anyway, I love checking in with Kristen, and then I heard she was moving to Westchester from Brooklyn. Yeah. And I was like, oh, well, we have to
hang out with us.
It's so wild though, because I lived in Brooklyn all my life. I was born and raised there, and coming here to Westchester, I felt kind of seriously like a fish out of water. And Jonna reached out to me, and a couple of others that follow my podcast were like, hey, you should come check out Pick Up Every Stitch. It's a great yarn shop. And I just felt so incredibly welcomed by this amazing community that's behind the camera right now, and you guys. So thank you so much.
We're so
and
grateful.
the Knitting Posse, you've been podcasting for 5 years-ish? 3? Oh.
And we will ask them. So we have them also as special guests coming in. So we will talk to them in a little bit, and we will, because they have this amazing podcast or YouTube channel as well. So we'll talk to them as well shortly.
Because without the viewers, this would never even happen.
We've really benefited from everyone's experience, and everyone has just been so welcoming and gracious and encouraging. So so we just want to say thank you to everyone.
Yeah. I'm actually watching the gallery with all of the people coming in and see the different settings, of course, also the chat as well, see the different setting and where you are, whether you're from home, knitting away, is some sitting on their couches, some in their kitchen, some have a drink. It's so nice. I'm just wiping away and enjoying. I think it's nice. Oh, hi, Catherine. Sorry, I see the people that I recognize. It's so nice to actually be part of your evening. I hope we can bring some entertainment as at least for a little bit. This is like amazing. It's really nice to see you all. From different places. I see Susan as well. So Susan Chin, which is one of my sample knitter, she's actually also the fantastic crochet person that does all the crochet dolls for my daughter. And so they're all sitting there. She sleeps with all of them. And I have the unicorn, and I will bring them over a little bit later to show you because they are so good. So I recognize some of the people. Of course, I recognize a lot of the followers on Instagram, YouTubers, and your followers. And it's nice that we came together to support each other. I think, for me, women supporting women, even if mYak is not women only. Andrea, my partner, always says, remember, I'm the man of mYak. But for us, women supporting women throughout this community is so important. It's so good, and we couldn't be here and do what we do without you. We have a couple of comments, so bring the comments in as well. We will read them when I can. one comment, Felicia, this one is for you. Felicia and Karen of Pick Up Every Stitch are wonderful. They picked up my yarn and mailed it to me in Arizona. They have become my local yarn store. You see?
Yay!
In age, it's it's really nice. I'm trying to see it. So I want to tell you a story of how Isabel and I met, because I was, I of course I knew who Isabell Kraemer was. Who doesn't? #1 in the charts since forever, #1 on the billboards of the knitting industry. And for us, we were such a small company. We are still very small, but we were completely unknown. We were just, starting out, and we had worked for a few years. And I said, oh gosh, what if one day Isabel would just have a yarn in our hands, I would love to. How do I do it? And how do I get to her? There was no way I was trying to email her or approach her. I'm too shy to do all of that, even if I look like I'm not, but I'm very shy. And Amy here, that was minding our chat. One day said, oh, I know Isabel. I do some test knitting with her. We become friends, and she's coming to New York for a Vogue knitting event. And I'm like, wow, she's coming to New York. So, and at the time because I had a showroom in the West Village, we used to organize pre-Vogue knitting event called A Night to Remember. I know that a lot of you have actually been there. And so Amy invited, we just had like a fun party before the Vogue knitting live in Times Square. And so I was having one of the evening with some other guests, and Isabel just came by. She just came by, and she was having fun, and she was so approachable. She came like, she said, hi. I'm like, hi, that's Isabell Kraemer. So I had like a moment of like, and in my brain was saying, speak, say something coherent now. This is your chance. And she was like, oh, hi, yeah, do you want me to try your yarn? And so we started. And the year after, actually, Isabel and Melanie Berg became the guest of the second edition of A Night to Remember. The first one was Michelle Wang, actually. And so the second time the guest, and that's how we started. Yeah, Isabel, I know it's, yeah. She confirms. So that's how we started, and we became friends, and we've seen each other in different places of the world. And, and she's unstoppable. I think the design style that you have just fits. I think it's wonderful because it fits every style and every type of body as well. And even if you're like, the skinniest things I ever seen in my life, your designs just fit everybody. I mean, and it's like, and I think I love it because she just changes things as she goes. I think an example is the Sabela sweater that she did with us. She said long sleeves or short sleeves, and then she shows you a sweater with one of the long sleeves and one of the short sleeves, and then she had a color, and then she take it away. It's always like a big movement that you have.
Sorry, but I remember you were designing the Yum sweater, and Grace of Babel's Travels was knitting the sample for you, Isabel, and she had, it was like one side had a short sleeve and the other had a long sleeve. I'm like, what's going on here?
So Yuma, is it Yuma?
Yuma.
Yeah. It means dream in dream, is that right?
Mm-hmm.
In Japanese. So I'm wondering where you get your inspiration.
For the names?
For maybe that design in particular, just maybe show us a little bit.
There is, well, I don't know. I like to describe that brain as a sponge. So there's
everything.
It's everything. Everything gets in, and at some point, it has to go out. There is no particular. I cannot say it's just that flower downstairs, or it's just that color that I saw in a shelf. It's a combination, and whatever that brain does, I cannot describe it. It's just. It's spinning all the time. Wow. Then you have some yarn, or you have some different colors. most of the time it starts when I'm swatching or tasting these yarns that I feel like, oh, okay, let's try that stitch pattern, or let's try that color combination. And then it goes on and on and on. And at some point I have to write that down and start calculating. And most of the time it's just then, yeah, I will then follow just that idea. At some point, I just cannot follow my ideas and add something to it. So like that Sabela sweater that got the second contrast color on the sleeve, but that's just, yeah, to show what there is always something to change for a knitter. So you don't have to follow that to the word, or if you don't like long sleeves, you can do them halfway down. They are all constructed top down, so the length is just up to you. Of course, I'm usually doing 2 samples because they just cannot go with one. So there is always something changed up in the second one. So my second dingly dell have different edgings, yeah, or smaller stripes, yeah, or whatever, just to show that it's up to the knitter to just use that pattern as a starting point and let the creativity flow into it.
Yeah, I think is when we had one of the workshops that I had with Isabel, we did virtual knitting retreat because we couldn't do the in person yet at the time. And I remember, I think it was the Sabela. The Sabela has a little bit of a wider neck. I have it up there, and there was one person that said, sorry, I'd probably be awkward in trying to move here, but oh, sorry, live. I'm in my daughter's bedroom, if you're asking, you know, I don't have the showroom anymore. So and one of the person was saying, can I have a different type of neck? And within minutes, Isabel said, oh yeah, I just sent you some notes for you to make some changes. And I was like, oh, that was quick. So, you know, it's very easy to, you know, as you say, you know, it's important. And I think one of the things that stuck with me during your workshop is, oh, Isabella says, you have to make sure that whatever you do, the pattern that you do fits your body and that fits what you like. So if you like a different color, by all means, you know, do a cuff in a different color. If you like it longer, make it longer. If you like it shorter, make it shorter. Adjust the neck. If you don't like this, you know, there's always some adjustment possible. This is the, I'm sure a lot of you have picked the Fiola. So this is knit baby yak lace. I think is the, you have the, you're doing that, right? Can you come in closer to the camera and show us? I don't know if you can move, but can you do that?
I cast this on yesterday.
Oh, you're fast. Oh, goodness me. This is in the mustard, yeah?
Put it down. It's just so fun to work on. Yes.
The baby yak lace.
Double. Yeah.
Baby yak lace hull double. And yeah, we have the, it's so nice. I've been wearing this a lot. And as we always say, is very good because our yarn doesn't peel, yeah? So, and I think it's funny because Isabel likes neutral, you prefer neutral colors, correct, Isabel?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I do.
Somebody's asking where you live, you know, where are you from? Besides from being Germany, you're close to Bonn, yeah? No.
Close to Stuttgart.
Stuttgart.
Southwest.
It's so I'm trying to, you know, follow the chat as well. Oh, talking about Germany, do you know that Kim speaks German?
Ja, ich spreche ein bisschen Deutsch, nur ein bisschen.
Oh, wow.
Ich auch.
Wirklich? Das habe ich nicht gewusst.
Nicht sehr gut.
Das ist super.
Nein.
Wow.
Ich auch.
English now.
I have family in Obernheim.
Oh, nice. Oh, I have a lot of family as well in Germany. So.
And I lived in Austria for a few years, so that's why.
Okay.
It makes sense. Yeah. So Kim and Kirsten have already cast it on, and here I'm starting to wind my yarn. Carmen says, yeah. So all of you are at different stages. Some people are just casting on, some people are winding, and I can see them. Of course, you know, we said this knit along is for us to knit together, possibly or favorably, one of Isabel's pattern, but feel free, you know, if you have another pattern that you wanted to cast on with another yarn, it doesn't matter. To us, it doesn't matter whether you use mYak yarn or not. You got some brownie points if you do, of course. And but by all means, you have yarn in your stash, you know, it's like you grab whatever yarn you have in your stash. Don't go out and, you know, spend more money if you cannot afford it, or if you just, there's not the right time for you to do that. The important thing is that we get together and we knit this summer. So let's talk a little bit about how this is going to work. Ladies, you go, explain it. Make me talk all the time.
Let's just make sure we're having a party, everybody. Pick up your favorite beverage, water, coffee, tea. Cheers.
Yes, I can see some glasses coming up.
Great, good times coming.
Yeah, oh, I see the wine, I see the glasses.
There we go. Oh, this is so funny. We're different knitters and we're different drinkers. Red wine, white wine, and rosé.
Oh, wow.
Column B, you know, that's how we roll.
So Paula, I have a confession to make. We're all in different stages of casting on whatever project we're casting on. So today, this morning, before the shop opened, I text Felicia. I'm like, yeah, so I've had a change of heart and I'm gonna totally go in a different direction.
Oh, what direction are you going?
In true Jonna form, you know, I'm a slow processor, honestly. And I think it was kind of mulling, you know, swimming around in my brain. Like, do I really like the blue and the gray? Am I, you know, how do I feel about stripes? So anyway, Felicia helped me exchange my yarn. So I changed colors and I'm doing the Parvati.
Yeah, well, you didn't really go very, I mean, it's not that you change very much, is it? I mean, I thought you just go, I thought that from blue you went to green or purple. I mean, you're still with a blue-green.
Well, this is green, like a sage green. And in the famous words of Stephen West, I'm doing a mohair dare. So I have some Isabell.
Oh, nice.
Mohair in,
It's like a seafoam.
yeah, it's like a seafoam green. It has a color number, 66. So yeah, so I'm going a totally different direction, doing a solid.
Again, totally different direction is to be seen, because again, it's your color, it's the blue. It's just, you know, if you come out with a pink or red, I would say, whoa, what's Jonna's doing?
Really be, really be.
You know, but that's Kim's department.
But right, I haven't even cast on yet, so.
This has been so fun, though, getting to know Jonna. We were friends before for about 4 years. But then as knitting friends, and even doing the channel, we start to realize how different we are. I think I say this in episode 7, which airs tomorrow morning, by the way. And I'm very decisive. I make a decision and I know what I want. It's just, if I love it, I buy it, or if I can afford it, and if I don't, then I won't. But Jonna definitely, you know, takes a little more time, and she's definitely a thinker and like a philosopher, and just really thinks about what she's gonna do. I don't. I just wing it. But Jonna really thinks about it. So when she texted me this morning that she finally decided what she wanted to do, I was so excited, because I want you to love it. I want you to be in love with your project, and that be a spark for you, and that it's a joy to knit. And I think now it will be.
Well, and Zaire had offered us mohair, and I thought, well, do I really want mohair in a short sleeve T-shirt? You know, how much sense does that make? But I absolutely do now. So it just took me.
But the other thing, I mean, I'm sure under Felicia's influence, you know, she has mohair for breakfast, right?
She has mohair for breakfast. She did not influence me in any way.
Actually, it's a question for you, Jonna, about the needles that you're using. By adding the mohair to the baby yak silk, are you changing your needles?
I am. So I originally swatched, which everyone knows I never swatch, but Kim wanted a picture of my swatch. So I went up a needle size to a 5 when I was just holding the mYak baby silk, the baby yak silk alone. But I'm going to go down to the size 4 because I'm holding the mohair with it. And I think I'll get gauged that way.
And actually talking about gauge, maybe this one is for you, Isabel. I mean, even in the Ravelry chat, I saw there was a lot of question about gauge. If you're up to it, of course, I know you're a bit tired, but I have and we have some people in the chat saying that they're struggling with gauge. My gauge size 1 is a bit smaller than what I need. My bust is 34. What, June, can you tell us what pattern and what yarn are you using? That would help. That's the first thing we need to know, is what pattern you're knitting and what yarn you're using. I need my bust is 34. Can you talk a little bit about gauge? But in general, how important in your, Isabel, how important is gauge on your patterns? And, you know, what if you cannot get gauge? It's like crucial, I'd say.
I'm gonna jump in real quick and just say she's knitting the Dingley Dell in the Kupa, and she is wanting to knit size 1, but her bust size is 34. So if you could elaborate a little more on the gauge and the ease, as well as what direction she should go in.
Okay, so first, gauges, of course, important. The pattern measurements are coming from the gauge. So every width measurement is determined by the stitch gauge. Every length measurement is determined by the row gauge. So if you're off gauge, that will change. So if you want to get that fit that you're seeing, and that's how these patterns or designs are constructed. So there is, the goal should be to get gauge. You could try to change the needle material if there is just a wee bit difference to the patterns gauge. I tend to knit looser on wooden needles or on bamboo needles, and on the other hand, I'm knitting tighter on metal needles, whatever that is based on, I don't know. So you could try to change the needle material to when you are just, let's say, half of a stitch off gauge or 1 or 2 rows off gauge. Sometimes you could kind of manipulate the fabric with blocking, but not that much. I will have to have a look at the pattern to tell you more about the Dingley Dell and the sizes. Let me just have a look. Okay, we are, so size 1 has a finished bust measurement of 35.25 inches. So that would be a bit more than 1 inch of positive ease. I'm not sure what the problem with the gauge was. Did I see that or hear that?
I mean,
she was only asking, I always struggle with gauge. My gauge to the bust size 1 is a bit smaller than what I need. My bust is 34. So I mean, if you're coming in on a smaller gauge, June, than what the pattern's calling for, you should go up a needle size.
So that would be, but yeah, because with a 34-inch bust, I would say size 1 is just perfect. Depends on, well, you could have a look at the sleeve circumference. If that is kind of okay-ish for you, I would suggest to try going up a needle size and see if you can get gauge, or if you like the fabric. Then if you like the fabric better when it's a tiny bit tighter, I would say start with that size 1. As the more you come down towards sleeve separation, you can kind of try these little sweaters on and see if you might need a bit more ease there, and then just add a few stitches at the underarm cast on. This will just add a bit of width to the bust and a bit of width to the sleeve, and that's it. No more drama.
Thank you. That helps. Thank you.
Okay.
So I have a question for you guys. I mean, in general, all of the people watching, let's see whether we can have this going. By raise of hands, I know actually no, because a lot of people are without a video, or maybe we can put it in the chat. I'm trying to understand, you know, different pattern. I know that you are doing different patterns, but who is doing the dingly dell? Can you raise your hand? And I just want to see, look at that. Whoa. I guess I'm just wiping away with the people. Keep your hand raised. You can also raise your hand with the little hand below, yeah? If you can have the little hand from down below. But I can see, that is amazing. So many people are doing that.
I can't wait to see them all finished. It's going to be so
good. That's going to be so good, you know. And remember that if you are on social media, look at all these raised hands. I was like, take a picture of all these raised hands. If you're on social media, you can share with the hashtag KNJ mYak KAL, so we can find you and we can repost you. We can talk about it. We can highlight you. If you are on the Ravelry group, you can just post away. You know, and if you are following our YouTube channels, which you should, both Knit with Kim and Jonna, and you know, we will have them. Maybe Amy can write both the YouTube channels in the box in the description, and the mYak Tibetan Fibers. We will continue to do these kind of things also on YouTube, and we, especially Kim and Jonna, will put some of the photos of the finished products or progress photos on their community tab on their YouTube channel. And you know, also I think, oh yeah, we were talking about how this KAL is going to work, and I will ask about other patterns. You can take your hands down now. Hand down. Come on, children. Down.
We have another question for Isabel in the chat as well.
I see that.
Yeah, you've got it? Okay.
Yeah. So thrilled to see Isabel looking good. I'm cooking dinner. Oh, is that one? So maybe that was not the question. So, but let me read this one too. So thrilled to see Isabel looking good. I'm cooking dinner for my family here in Maryland while watching everyone. Thank you for sharing. What are you cooking? I'm so hungry. Oh, Pat, yes. I want to know what she's cooking. While Pat is telling us what she's cooking, I'll read the question. Could Isabel reflect on how?
Sorry.
And that's
Sorry.
one iPad gone, but you know, who cares?
We're good.
You're good, we're good. Nobody got hurt. Could Isabel reflect on how her pattern designs have changed over the years and why they might have changed? What seems to influence her designs? Ooh, you didn't know you were coming on and answer all this question, were you?
No. Well, I'm sure they have changed. I think that the major thing that has changed is that the patterns are longer now, so there is more let's say it that way. I have learned how to avoid loads of questions, so there is more explanation in the patterns. Of course, layout and all that stuff has changed over the time, but I think yeah, for the last 3 or 4 years they probably are kind of, at least the major part is the same. I'm not sure about that they have changed a lot style-wise. I think they are all kind of like ageless. I wear the old ones. I still wear them. Luckily, same size since 10 years, so I can wear them
I think I could, if I wouldn't have published Ravelry before 8 years, I could publish it tomorrow and it would still be kind of a cool, classic garment. So sometimes there are kind of, let's say it's kind of a time where I focus on a certain construction because I'm just loving that construction at that time. So it could be that there are 2 or 3 or maybe 4 that are kind of constructed in the same way, but also like that construction of Sabela or Dingley Dell. I actually did my very first free pattern in that construction. So it's like, I don't, probably from 2014 or 13 or whenever. So it's the same construction that I used 10 years ago that I'm using now, or that I used last year. I'm still loving stripes, so there will be stripes at some point again.
Yeah, please, we love stripes. Somebody's saying that Ravello was their first garment, which is Ravello came out a while back, and she only made it last year. So, you know, yeah, because they're very classic and you can wear them. I think they are, and they're good with everything, with jeans, with a dress, you know, dress up, dress down, or whatever. So much that I've been wearing. I just realized that during the last episode that we had, during the last live chat, I was, it looks like I'm just wearing Dingley Dell, but you know, because it's so comfortable that I keep wearing it. And I just realized now that I could have changed maybe because people will think I only have one sample to show, but it's so comfortable.
The very first garment I ever made for myself, if you watch our channel, you know, for 30 years I knitted for my kids and for babies and never knitted for myself. And the very first thing I ever made, Jonna inspired me to make things for myself. I had stash yarn and I made the Edie tee, which is an Isabel pattern. And I loved it. I didn't swatch, but it fit, thank goodness. That was when I didn't swatch either. But that was the very first thing I ever made, was the Edie tee. Look it up, it's really good. E-D-I-E, really nice pattern. Yeah. Very simple, basic, beautiful.
And Junita Yume too, sorry. And you knit, Kim, you also knit Yume, right?
Finished it. Actually, my daughter, do you mind jumping up here and just coming? My daughter's wearing it. Speaking of gauge, actually, I knitted this to fit me and it fits perfectly. And I am a size 10, 12. My daughter is a size 6 or a 4. And so if you wanted a little roomier, she's wearing it today. That's my Yume. So, yeah,
the gorgeous daughter, my goodness me, she is gorgeous. And she has such a fun Instagram account. I've been hooked, by the way.
Whenever I have Instagram questions, I ask her. But as far as gauge and your sweater fitting, for instance, the Dingley Dell is supposed to have, I think, 1 to 2 inches of positive ease. If you like your sweater, if you like it a little roomier, then add a little more positive ease. But the only way you can do that really is with gauge. Is now I know. Now that I knit for myself and I have to buy a lot of yarn to knit myself something, and I want to get nice yarn, I definitely gauge swatch so that I make sure it fits.
We have a question about another question. If we come across some difficulties with the Dingley Dell or other patterns, is there a video or a tutorial to help? The best thing it would be if you ask question, if you're part of the KAL, if you can continue, you can ask question in the Ravelry group, or just email, email us on the or if you're not on Ravelry, just email us, and we will either address the question ourselves if we can. I mean, somebody in the group will, or we will ask. We'll ask Isabel, the person that helps with Isabel's pattern. We will ask her as well. She's very helpful as well. Or if you have any question, right? You have an email for pattern support, right, Isabel? Janine? Yeah.
On the first pages of the pattern,
yeah,
there's an email address.
Yeah.
That's the email address, and we are usually replying within 24 hours. So I think you're
actually very good on replying, because I had a lot of customers, they have a yarn and had questions, and I told them just email Isabel's and her team, and they immediately came back, said, I got an answer. I'm like, yeah, because, not everybody's busy, but I'm sure Isabel is quite good in doing that. But if you can take your hands down, like Leslie, Yuriko, Lois, you can take the hands down. And I want to ask about the Fiola. Who is knitting the Fiola? Hands up for Fiola. Ooh.
There's 3 over here.
Yeah. So I have, oh, look at that. It's like 2 sisters. One is doing it with a Tibetan cloud, and one is doing with the baby yak lace. How cool is that? Where are your hands? Don't see them. Yes, I can see them now. Yuriko, are you doing both of them? Both there? Or you just didn't take your hand down? I mean, that's cheating. Let me see. Oh gosh, I'm trying to fit all the questions, the tab. I'm like feeling like there's a question about gauge again. But look at that. So quite a lot of people are doing the Fiola as well. So that's another popular design. And in the chat, can you tell us what other, just put us the name of the pattern that you're doing, and it doesn't matter the yarn. I mean, we don't need to, if you want to mention the yarn too, you don't have to, but it would be nice to know which Isabel pattern if you're doing. If you're not doing an Isabel pattern, it's okay too, as we said. So somebody's doing the Yume Emsworth. Oh, I like that. I like the Emsworth West. Oh, of course, Yuriko had. That's why Yuriko had her hands up. She's doing 3. She's doing the Fiola, the Dingley Dell, and the Viker shawl. Whoa, Dingley Dell, Jakers, Lievon. Oh, that's Foragers in mYak Cloud. Rockety, that's another one. Yume, Frau Klein, Frau Kaylee. I'm doing Baldrick. I'm trying to read them. Sometime I might just butcher the name, so I apologize for that. Did I miss some? Oh, Snedron again. That's nice. That's a nice one. I love that. A girl's best friend, that is the first thing that we knit. We actually, the first sample, whoa, this drink is strong. I don't really drink.
At least you're not driving home.
Right. I think it just hit my head. I said to my husband, it's okay, just put a little, tiny little gin, but I think maybe it was all there here. It's like, whoa. So I might just go really silly on you guys. Oh my goodness gracious. That is good. So I was saying something which I don't remember. So I will keep reading. Dingley Dell, Kim and Jonna fought, but I'm knitting my 5th ranunculus. That's the Midori. That's Midori. Oh, beautiful. She's going to knit with our yarn as well soon. Amy cardigan by Jorge. Oh, Adela, I love that cardigan. It's one of my favorite cardigans. Oh, Isabel, I love your cardigans too. But the Amy cardigan by Jorge, it's really good. Wow, keep them coming. We love to hear from you, any question you have. I think there was a question about gauge and I missed it. I'm sorry. I must blame it on my drink.
If people have questions, because Jonna and I are both knitting the Dingley Dell, and I've already made tons of mistakes and had to rip things out just because I wasn't reading the pattern correctly. Nothing wrong with the pattern, I just missed something. You can always ask us too, because I know Isabel's really busy also. So you can also ask us in Ravelry or on Instagram. You can email us. Our email address is on our YouTube channel. You can always contact us because we're both knitting it. So I have even, not that I can do this all the time, when the channel was smaller, I have even FaceTimed a viewer to help them figure something out. From my house.
Oh, which comes to we have prizes now that I remember. Not that I didn't remember that we have prizes, but I remember one of the prizes that I was told that we can announce, right? Jonna, can I still announce that? Yeah. Do you know about that? Yeah, Kim? Okay. So what we're going to do, we keep going back. So we are going to knit together. Well, you knit, I talk, and all summer. So I'm going to be in different locations because I'm going to be in Italy, I'm going to be in Germany, I'm going to be in Portugal. So I'm traveling around this summer, but I will try to check in and we will try to organize this knit nights and YouTube, we will and the Zoom chat. And I will read your question. Keep them coming. I will read them in a minute. And we will have different prizes at different stages. So tonight we have a couple of prizes. So please stay on, don't go away. We will announce them soon. So we have the prizes. What else do you wanted to say?
You were going to say about our prize.
Yeah.
We don't make anything. We don't produce yarn. Right. We don't design anything. So the only prize we can give is
time. We were thinking like a 30-minute FaceTime with us.
A Zoom time or a FaceTime with us.
We could shop. We could talk about patterns. We could help with a knitting problem, or we could just chat.
If you had friends over and you were knitting together, we could join you with your friends.
Yeah.
Virtual knit night.
Yeah.
And so this is how it's going to work. And because I have all of you on my iPad and I just swipe. This is absolutely non-scientific method. So bear with us because I don't think I could have just come up with a better method. I'm going to swipe and point my fingers, call your name. Now, if you are there, if you just have your video on or video off and you're not really listening, I'll move on to the next person. But if you are there, I need you. Yeah, let's do it. You have to pay attention now. I want you to write in the chat, just say, I'm here. And then you can send us a direct message if you can, or later you can send us, you can say, no, you don't say I'm here. Only if you have to type I'm here if I call you. I know that you, sorry. Somebody just typed I'm here. You just send us a direct message with your name and your email, and we will put you in contact with Kim and Jonna. Okay, so maybe we should do that now. So I'm just going to do that. That's the first prize.
Good luck, everyone. Good luck. We can't wait to meet you.
Okay, so that's the first prize. The mYak prize is coming next. Okay, so let me see how many pages I have first. I just want to practice. Okay, I'm just practicing. I'm just good. You see, I have all of you here and I'm just wiping, okay? Maybe I should do that, okay. This way I don't even see names, okay? So actually, let's see how many pages I have. So many of you. So let's do like that. You cannot move a video while people are spotlighting. Okay, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I have 10 pages. So let's do it a little bit more scientific. Yeah.
How many
so
people?
10 pages. What?
How many people per page?
That comes next. 3, 6, 9, 12, 12. You see, I still count in Italian. We have 101 people in the chat right now, in the Zoom. Okay, so 1 to 10. Kim, give me a number from 1 to 10.
From 1 to 10?
Yeah.
7.
Okay. Okay, I'm on page number 7. So Jonna, a number from 1 to 12.
3.
1, 2, 3. So the name is Sue. It has no video, but it's S-U-E. I hope there's only one Sue here if you're there. And so everybody's typing I'm here. So only Sue, please. Can you just type I'm here or I'm Sue? That's easy. I'm Sue, S-U-E. If you're there, you just won 30 minutes with Kim and Jonna. I'll give her a minute. Yeah, she is. She's there. You see, it works. I'm Sue. Okay.
Very good, Paula. I love how you figured that out. Very good.
So Sue is. I hope I pronounce it like Sue correctly. And if you could text us your email, and so we will get in touch with you. I just write it down here. If not, if we lose you, our email is, you should give your email.
What's our email, Jonna?
Oh.
It's a long one.
Yeah, it is KTOG, like knit together, W, KIMANDJONNA @gmail.com.
So if anybody could actually write that email in the chat, that would be helpful, because I think I lost myself at K.
And it's also in the show notes on our YouTube channel. And
yes, but please, Sue, email us so that we can get you the time. Agree. I want to go. I love this. Let's do another one. Can we do that?
Yeah, I like that.
So let's do another one. I'm going to give away $75 prize for mYak, anything on our website. And you can just get anything on the website. It was $75, or was that 70 euro, more or less, depending on where you are. So I'm just going to do my luck now, okay? So what page from 1 to 10 again?
She wants to get her iPhone. Hold on.
Wait, they're all entering.
Oh, why all of a sudden is more people in the Zoom? Okay, give me a page from 1 to 10. Jonna, it's your turn.
5.
5. Page 1, 2, 3. Wait, let me go back. 1, 2, 3, 5. Okay, and Kirsten, you want to give me a number from 1 to 12?
Oh, 1 to 12. Let's go with 6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Adela Horakova from Czech Republic. Adela, are you there? Yes, you are there because I can see you. I'm Adela. Okay, so Adela, fantastic. So you win a gift card of 70, whatever the equivalent of $75 in euro, which is probably 70 euro. I can see you smiling. She's having you can email me at, my one is easy, info@myak.it. That was easy. So you got it? Just put your fingers up if you got it. Is info, I-N-F-O, I should have not said that, at myak, myak.it. I can put it here. Oh, sorry, I cannot move this computer. Let me see. I'm typing it here so everybody can see. Any question you have about the yarn, don't flood me with emails. Okay, there you go. That's the winner. So we have 2 winners for tonight, and we will continue to do that. I might try to get some sponsor as well, and do something else. But talking about guests, can we talk? We have some special guests, and while Isabel is taking a little break, so I would like to invite another trio. I have a beautiful trio in front of me. I would like to invite another trio here, if I can make them magically appear. Okay, they disappeared. Let's see who is going to come on in a little bit. And somebody says that my Tibetan cloud, our Tibetan cloud is amazing to work with. Keep them coming. I like. Oh, look at that. The knitting posse are in the house. Can you hear me? Oh, they're muted, which is really weird for them. I mean, they always talk. They chat like non-stop. Look at that.
Was it the host?
I think I did it. Did I do it? Can you hear us?
I can hear you. Yeah. So
we're pretty loud. That's what she said. She said we talk a lot. We do.
Yeah, you do. And you are wonderful. So Kim, Kate, and Laura. Yeah. Laura, sorry.
Laura.
Kate and Laura from the Knitting Posse. I'm sure you know them because they're much more famous than us. And they have a wonderful YouTube podcast channel called the Knitting Posse.
Yes.
Yeah. Do I say posse or you say posse?
Posse.
Oh, posse. There you go. What does posse mean?
A group of people who like to do the same thing.
Which you do. You clearly do. You do that.
Yeah.
So let's.
Big fans of Isabell.
We are
Kraemer's.
such big fans. I can't believe we're on the same screen with you.
I know.
We met her, Paula, at your place on the Upper West Side.
Yeah. No,
on the West Village. In the West Village.
Yeah.
Yes.
That was such a beautiful space.
Isabel, your son was with you.
Max.
Yeah. I have a Max too. He was very cute. He was cute. Yeah. Yeah. Very cute. And then Kate and I test knitted the Forager.
The Forager, yes.
That was a beautiful sweater.
Love that sweater.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
So somebody say that, they, of course, they love you, and there's a lot of hearts coming up. They say, these three saved my sanity during COVID.
Oh,
That's good to hear.
that's
'cause
very sweet.
They saved my sanity too.
Yeah.
I think everyone feels that. Anyone who's a knitter felt that they were very lucky to have something that they could do at home safely,
Yeah.
Yes.
happily.
Yeah.
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 And we were happy to talk to all of you versus talking to our family 24/7.
So let's talk a little bit about you. First, you decided to join the KAL as well. So tell us what you're knitting.
Yeah. How can you not with mYak yarn and Isabell Kraemer's patterns, right?
Yes,
So I'm doing the Yuma. Is that how
Yuma,
dream?
yeah.
Yep. And the same color as Kim's daughter's sweater. So I cast it on. I actually did a swatch, which I don't usually do, and I'm glad I did because I had to go up a needle size. So fingers crossed, it'll fit. And Kate and I are doing the same. We are twinning. Usually it's Kate and Kim who twin, but this time it's Kate and I that are twinning. Sorry. And we're both doing the Fiola in the mYak baby lace, held double, and in petrol. So hard to
That's a nice one.
It is stunning.
I'm trying to see if I have it here to show you better. Probably
I have an alpha skein here.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
It is. It's not showing up. It is such a beautiful, like bluey green.
I
It's
see.
got a lot of depth to it. Oh, your lighting is much better.
Yeah.
It's so beautiful.
It's great.
It's great. It's a beautiful pattern. Honestly, when Kim and Jonna announced the KAL, I was like, I've had Fiola in my head on my list, and we just all jumped in. We're like, yeah, let's do it.
And I made the Reagan out of the baby yak lace, and that's my swatch. So I'm all good.
She knit it in black, and she wears it all the time. It's
great.
Gorgeous.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, really, really nice.
And okay, I think oh, okay, I understand. Something else was going on that I had to pay my attention. What is Kate's pattern and that she's wearing? That was one of the questions.
Kate?
Yeah.
Oh.
Kate.
It's called
Kate pattern that you're wearing.
The forest weave. Actually, I came in one day to pick up every stitch, and Felicia was wearing it. And I literally took it off of her back and tried it on and fell in love with it. And so that's what this is.
But she has long sleeves, right? And you
yes, I actually didn't put the sleeves on it because I always run warm. So, but it's forest weave. I don't remember who it's by. Dando.
And
one of the
go ahead.
Sorry, one of the amazing things about Pick Up Every Stitch, where we're all located right now, is the incredible amount of beautiful samples, which just inspires you. You walk in and you want to walk out with 5 different projects worth of yarn because they have such fantastic samples.
Yeah. And we're going to talk to Felicia in a little bit as well, because she has such a beautiful story, and she's been so supportive of her journey as well, which is, that's how we became friends. And, and since Karen joined this store as well, this store has become even more bustling with activities. And I'm actually going to come up on Sunday. So because this chat is going to be recorded, also, at least I think I am, unless I'm forgetting something. I think I'm coming up on Sunday because we record this chat, and we are going to have a premiere on YouTube. We're becoming very fancy, so we will be able to watch ourselves again, because that's one does. It's like oh my God, what did I say?
Watching ourselves, so it's fun. Is there going to be a red carpet? Is there paparazzi coming?
I don't really need a red carpet. I just need food. I just need some delicious food. So, but we will be watching again the premiere of this, and we will be in the chat chatting about us chatting. I think it's going to be crazy as well. We're receiving a lot of compliments for Felicia and Pick Up Every Stitch. They're incredibly helpful and encouraging at P-U-E-S, which is pick up every stitch. I'm thinking about making the sleeves long on my dingley dell. So this is the dingley dell. We did R1 in Kupa. You can do it in mYak silk or any other yarn that you decide. And you can go, you know, Isabella, I think this one is fine also with the long sleeves, right? It's up to you. Quarter sleeves, whatever sleeves, no sleeves, whatever.
Wrong answer.
Yeah, it's one of the reasons I love Isabel as a designer. I love top down. Just for that reason, because if you knit full sleeves and then sew them in a bottom up, and then you decide you don't like the length, then you've got to undo it, or more like put it aside and don't touch it again. And when you do top down, you know, like you can do a 3/4, you can decide you don't want to do anything. You can do, you know, I love that, how customizable it is.
Yeah.
Okay, now I have ice in my mouth, and normally I put it back in the glass.
Go ahead.
Which I thought was not very nice to do in front of you.
I just want to mention,
I just swallow it.
The shoulder construction on all of Isabel's sweaters. They fit so well. I'm a big fan.
So what is your favorite things to knit? One by one, starting from Kim.
Oh, sweaters, for sure. For myself, no one else.
Ditto.
Sweaters, and I knit one a year for my husband, which has caused some problems over at Kim's house.
We don't live too far from each other. My husband sees her husband. She's like, Rich got a sweater. I'm like, well, that's good for Rich. Congratulations, Rich.
My husband's way too tall and big for me to knit for him. Way too much fabric.
So maybe Kate could knit one for Kim's husband too.
It has been suggested.
Yes.
I mean, you know, seriously. I mean, you have plenty of time in your hands with a busy life, busy everything,
right.
And you know.
Sure. He's definitely knitworthy.
He is knitworthy.
He is knitworthy. Yes, he would wear it.
So let's talk about your podcast, because that was one of the things that you know, we started our mYak channel under COVID, and I think it was really out of my own necessity to communicate, or to see some people out there, you know, stuck in this room for forever. And that's what made me go live. But before doing that, I was, you know, and I still do, you know, I know you, I love you ladies. And so I was watching you, I was watching how good you were recording and everything else. And I felt very intimidated, to be honest, to try my own thing, because I see, like, you know, Kim and Jonna, it's two of them. The grocery girls, we are fantastic. It's two of them. You, the three of them. Here I am by myself. So it was a bit intimidating. Do you think, you know, what made you start your podcast or YouTube channel, and what keeps you going?
Oh, okay. Well, Kate and I started watching Grocery Girls and Kristen from Villain Vine.
Yeah.
When I started knitting, Kate had been knitting for a while. And we would talk about it. We would come over to my house and we'd sit and knit. We also had an extra, Lorianne was in our knitting posse at that time.
Oh, yeah.
And we're like, we're pretty much doing this on my back deck by just sitting with each other talking anyway. So we just decided, let's try it. What the heck? And we were encouraged by Melissa and Lisa from Espace Tricot. We met them at Rhinebeck. And they were like, go for it. Yeah. You just try it. And, you know, we thought it would just be our moms watching. But it turned into a few more relatives.
My mom doesn't watch.
Yeah, so it's just organically turned into just it's just us being us. That's all.
And I think what keeps us going is all of the comments and friendships that we've made along the way. It's been fabulous, including now our new friends Kim and Jonna. And
I might have stalked Kim a little bit. Like, I'm like, I watched her on YouTube or on their channel. I'm like, oh, we need to be friends.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And I think I sent that to you, Kim. I'm like, yeah, we're gonna be friends.
Yeah.
That's nice. I think I love, you know, and that, you know, the nice community that we have created from across the oceans, you know, like, you know, of course now here we are in the US, but Isabel is in Germany, and you know, whether I'm here or in Italy, it's nice that we see all of you that they are following us right now from all over the world. Is fantastic. Oh, somebody has a load of bread resting to come out of the oven. Please send it over. We are happy to get it.
I'd love for bread.
have to go get it out of the oven.
Yes, yeah. So they have, some, just come in. I think that's the beauty of it. Just come in, come out, and do what you have to do, and just share your progress with us. I know we are doing this for you. We hope that you enjoy it. And, again, is wonderful that we have Isabel with us, because she's so approachable and so nice. Even if it's the middle of the night, it's midnight. Maybe you want to. Let me know when you want to take off. It's fine, Isabel. I think we.
I know. Good sport.
Yeah.
If you like fall asleep, you're going to be fine. We just call somebody to take you to bed.
Well, we're not going to be on your trip in Italy.
I know.
Gosh. Yeah, that would be so much fun.
Someday.
Someday.
It is a bucket list for us, for sure.
Yeah.
I think we decided to do a few more of these just because it's my excuse to travel more and to
and write it off as business.
And write it off as business. So I'm like, oh yeah, I can do that. So normally I was like, who do I want to spend time with? Where do I want to go? And what do I want to do? So we come out with all of the nice things, all the restaurants that I want to eat, all of the nice, activities that I want to do. So then we put it together and we say, hey, do you want to join us? So that's really how this is happening.
Very fun.
Well, thanks for having us.
I know. Thank you so much, Paula.
Yes. Well, now let me see.
So nice to meet you, Isabel.
And we will talk next time too. Yeah. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Bye.
We were talking about Felicia and Karen. Felicia and Karen are the owner of Pick Up Every Stitch. And let's see if I can magically make them appear. In the meantime, I think I'm going to switch my drink to water. Because this has become a bit, hola, ladies.
Can you hear us?
Hi.
Yes, we can hear you now. So nice.
Hi, Isabel.
Hi.
Isabel, we met you at H&H, our first H&H where we met Paola. We have to tell you that it was the first trip that we took together, and every booth that we went to, the reps would say, oh, you just missed Isabel. Oh, you just missed Isabel. And we kept saying, darn, we've got to find her. The last day we were leaving to go to the airport, and we're walking through the lobby, and I turned to Karen and I said, this would have been us. That was us. It would have been the perfect trip, but we didn't meet Isabel. So and we turned around, and there you were.
And this is the crazy lady who cut over. I snapped the picture.
So we have a picture together, and that was the perfect trip. And that's where we met Paola also.
Yeah, that was when we first hooked up.
This is the first time we met as well, of all places. It was really funny because we were the H&H is a show for the wholesale business, for the trade. And we were there, trying to meet different yarn store owners, mainly from Europe, but they are international from Japan and everything else. And here's where me and Karen and Felicia, and she says, so what do you have here? Like matter of fact. And then she, like within minutes, she said, I'm going to take it. And I think that was the moment that our relationship started. Okay, I have to tell you a secret. Felicia scares me. She is so good, but she just scares me. It's like, I'm always like, oh, Felicia's saying something, I have to listen. Felicia's saying anything, I have to listen. I'm like, because she's so professional and she's so good and she knows so much, and I can see how much care she takes for her store, that I'm like, I'm like a little soldier. Say, okay, she's talking. Let me listen. Let me pay attention.
No.
And she is the sweetest. She is the sweetest. But each time, she says something, I immediately write to my team and say, Felicia said. But this is, I think, let's talk about your store, because you moved into this new location. A year ago.
Almost a year.
Yes. It was June. It was June last year.
Yeah.
So let's talk about it.
Yeah. Well, what can we tell you? It is heaven for us. I mean, I just look forward to coming to work every day. There are days that I'd rather be here than be at home. Can't tell my husband that, but it's the truth.
Right?
It's the truth.
It's about 4 times the size of our previous location, and we just love it. It's open, it's area. We've got a whole bank of windows that
We've got a big
lots of light.
classroom area for Karen to teach. I mean, as you know, Paula, we try to bring in like the most beautiful yarns from around the world, you know, keeping price points in check, you know, so that we've got all different budgets covered.
Right.
But the best quality that money can buy is what we want. So even if it's an inexpensive yarn, it's a good quality yarn.
That's why you have mYak, right? Because it's the best quality yarn.
Of course we have mYak. It's like, you know.
Well, you were there when we saw it the first time, and we took it in 5 minutes. Okay.
Yeah. You wrote your order right away. Yeah. We love it.
And actually, Pick Up Every Stitch has also become our the center. You know, see, when I lost the showroom, I want to tell this story because this is a story of friendship and support. And when I lost my showroom, I'm going to be emotional. When I lost the showroom, you know, we had this big showroom here, all of the yarn of the world. Of course, our headquarters is in Italy. But not only I lost the showroom, but I lost the ability to be able to do the shipping, to fulfill all the orders here in the United States. You know, as you see me, I'm for the bedroom. There's so much that my husband can take in terms of, you know, packs of yarn. So we were trying to think whether we had to close down or find a solution to find somebody that could work with us to become our fulfillment center, somebody that would care about to work with us, not only as a stockist or as a local yarn store, but would take us on and do our fulfillment of all of our orders with all of, like, you know, basically everything that you ask has to come out. The packing the way we want it, the postcards, the this and that. And so when I talked to Andrea, to my partner, I said, you know, the only one that I think that she could do this wonderful job is Felicia. So I called her, and I think within a minute, she said, you know what, I'm just going to get a little bit of a bigger store. Karen is going to join me as a partner in the store. We will, you know, we're happy to help you. And that just puts just a big relief for us. It just kept it. That means that we could stay in business. Sorry.
Sorry,
it should be fun. I'm sorry, but it's just, you know, and this is why I know this has been exactly a year, because we started on June last year. And there's been, you know, a wonderful collaboration since then. So, you know.
My basement.
Exactly.
We had all the yarn in my basement for a while.
Yeah. So, you know, this is what Pick Up Every Stitch is. It's a family. It's not just a yarn store. So, you know, it doesn't matter where you are. Yes, they don't have a website where you can pick and choose all very, very easily. But of course, they might. Of course, you can go to a website. So if you go on a website and order, you know that in the United States, Felicia and Karen are the people that pack our yarn and ship it to you. So I just wanted to say that, you know, the gratitude that I have for that. So, and because of that.
Thank you for entrusting us with it. It goes both ways, Paula.
I mean, seriously.
Yeah, it's, this is the drink talking, I'm sure.
I have drank coffee.
So I'm going to be up on Sunday, you know, and just to say hi. I go once in a while because they become my local yarn store, a little bit far, but it's, you know, has become home away from home for our yarn. And because of that, they see things before I see them. And this is a little preview I want to give all of you. Nobody has seen it and nobody knows about it unless you're following on Instagram. But tomorrow is Friday, right? Okay. So every 2-3 months, depending on how we feel, we release a limited edition color on our Baby Yak medium, which, you know, with the forager or other beautiful sample Isabel we use for Isabel's sweater. And it's called a Kora Club. Kora is a circumnavigation of a holy site in Tibet. You know, all of us, I don't know if you know our work, but everything is Tibet related. And so we release a limited number of skeins in one specific color that is available only through the Kora Club. And together with the club, because we are Italian, and we always want to share a little bit of Italy with you. So we pick some artisanal things that are Italy related. Normally they are something that is artisanally made. It could be like honey. We had rice, actually. We had booklet, we had creams, we had hazelnut oil, we had like all different things. So we're trying to find something special that we can offer you together with the yarn. But it's something that you can decide not to have or have. So the club comes with a minimum of 3 skeins, and you just need club by club. You don't have to enroll for 6 months or 12 months. You see what you get in advance. So you don't like the color, pass on. You know, see you next time. You don't want the add-on with the Italian things, who cares? I don't want that. I just want the yarn, and you can choose whatever number of skeins. There is a selective number of skeins. So the Cora Club will release on Saturday. This Saturday will come out to the public, but tomorrow it will come out for newsletter subscribers. So if you are a newsletter subscriber, tomorrow you will receive the email and you will have first dibs. But because we're doing this tonight, and Felicia and Karen actually got the yarn because they will ship it out before me. I only saw it. I mean, I've seen the samples, but I haven't seen the skin. So she just unpacked the boxes and she can show it to you.
Can I cast on tomorrow? So beautiful.
It's so beautiful.
It doesn't.
The screen doesn't do it justice. Yeah, it really doesn't. It's a beautiful,
like golden wheat color. It's gorgeous. It's
like
so beautiful.
like a muted marigold almost, right?
Just,
yeah.
It's gorgeous.
Isabella, shall I send you some? Yeah, I know you like that. So the color is called Shine. And for each club, we give a mood, just because we're a little bit on a spiritual side. So you get a postcard with a nice postcard with a graphic and a mood, and the mood is sunshine. The idea is that with everything else that is going on, especially more recently in the last couple of weeks of what has happened in with all the mass shooting and the war, we wanted to bring a ray of sunshine. So we want you to open the window and see and come in and have some sun shining on you and warm you up for the summer. So that's why we have the sunshine mood, and this color is called Shine. The Cora Club comes with a pattern. This one is created by Kirsten Kapoor, the Queen of Shawl, but it's a rectangular shawl that you will get. Whether the pattern comes included, no matter how many skeins that you get. If you want to make the pattern, if you want the scarf, you need 6 skeins, but you can just go with 3 skeins. That's the minimum. 3 skeins, that's it. And we have the little add-on. You have them there too?
I have them.
Ooh. So I'll show you a little bit better. This is a little bit bigger version than what you will get. But yeah, so this is artisanal mask made in Venice, made for our club. I know I studied in Venice. I went to college in Venice, and recently we were there for the knitting retreat with Julie Hoover. And I went back to this, it's a little alley, and you have these artisanal makers. Then they make everything in-house. We had a workshop, a demonstration with some of the ladies that I went to, and we just love the people. There's a lot of people doing masks. There's a lot of people selling masks. They're super cheap, but these ones are really, really nice. So we had them made for you, and they come in different versions. So that would be one of the add-on. And the second one, which I don't have here, you have it, Karen, is this little notebook that comes in different colors as well. You cannot choose the colors, depends what Karen will put in. And is with handmade paper made in Venice. So it's this marble paper that is all handmade in another little artisanal workshop and you can just jot down your knitting secrets in there. So those 2 things come in the club, so if you want it. So I just want you to give you a preview. So in case you're not subscribed to our newsletter, I would suggest that you subscribe tonight, and so that you can have early access, because the number of skeins is limited.
So good.
But so that's about that, and that's why they're having the store before you. But because I just received a package from Pick Up Every Stitch actually today, and it's something that I actually purchased, so I don't, it's not sponsored. I want to say that, otherwise it looks like. But I saw Felicia and Karen posted a while back something on the Instagram account, which we will put down below as well to make sure you follow them. And I saw it, I was like, oh, I want one. I'm just, I want it for my summer vacation. I'm just going down here to get it. And it's a crochet bag made in Turkey. It's hand crochet, it's not machine crochet. And I just got it in the mail today. And again, this is not sponsored, but I loved it so much that I had to get one for myself. And it comes from Turkey, right?
Yeah, it does. It does. Yeah.
And look at that. This is incredible. You have some in the white background and some in the blue.
We only have the white left.
Yeah, you got the last green one.
Blue.
White.
Okay, I call it blue, but green. I go with green then. Oh, that's beautiful too.
Yeah, there's the white, and it's just a great bag.
Yeah,
that's fully lined with a zipper pocket inside, so you could use it as a handbag. You could use it as a project bag, which we tend to carry all the time, like beautiful bags that can double as a handbag or as a project bag, either way. Yeah.
Can you imagine how many skeins of yarn you can put in here?
A lot.
A lot. This
a
is a
lot.
good size bag.
Yeah. So I just want you to show it because I literally got it in the mail today and I thought, perfect, I can show it. So I'm just going to take it on vacation with me. So you might see me in going around in Europe with this one. How do we subscribe to your the newsletter? So I have, if you go on our Instagram and you go on the profile, you have the links. If you go on our website, which is as I say it, very Italian, mYak.it. This is the website, www.myak.it. You can see on the side note, you can say subscribe to newsletter. So we have the links almost everywhere. So make sure you do if you want to see. And subscribe also to the YouTube channel, which is the mYak Tibetan Fibers channel, both us and Kim and Jonna, as we are coming out with a lot of new things as well. But you knit like crazy ladies too, right?
Yep. We are always knitting. Always, at least 5 projects simultaneously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Monogamy doesn't count for knitting for us.
No, we're not.
So if you are in the New York area, I think they're asking where are you located. They're located in Mount Kisco.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, sorry, somebody's chatting as well. Somebody sorry, somebody's also saying, can I get 10 skeins of the yellow? The only thing I can say is hurry up. The registration open for 2 weeks, so just go in and get them, and you can do whatever. I mean, the forager, I can think actually the new, that's it, the new Isabel, the design that that you just released in Brooklyn Tweet.
Yeah.
What's the name?
Elah. E-L-A-H.
Yes.
Yes. E-L-A-H, so let me go. E-L-A-H, right?
Yeah.
It's gorgeous. It's really, really good. And because and I know that it will work with the mYak medium.
Yeah.
So get yourself this yellow and you have this gorgeous cardigan. Is of course, use Brooklyn Tweet if you have to. It's just a different type of yarn. So whatever yarn you want, I'm just giving a suggestion. The forager would be great. What other more worsted weight pattern would you suggest?
Crisscross. Crisscross.
Cross is a good one. You're right.
Name is in the house. Crisscross. Yes. What else? You have something? Something?
That would be fun.
There's the West. The Emsworth. There's a vest that you did.
Emsworth? Is that it?
Maybe Emsworth? No, that's a sport weight. Fingering.
Well, there
Santa
was
Fe.
a new round yoke with a cable pattern. A yummy is a worsted weight, or a DK to worsted.
Yeah.
What else do we have?
Actually you can use it for a shawl.
You could use all this.
Well, for angels.
I was thinking. I was just trying to think. Cowboy and angel. What a wonderful show that is. Cowboy and angels. I'm just trying to type them up. But also the Amy was the one that you the one that you knitted in mYak medium. There's the cowl and the shawl.
The rosa shawl.
The rosa shawl. I think you have it actually there. The sample is at Pick Up Every Stitch.
Yeah.
Rosa shawl.
Yeah.
I mean, we just give you some ideas, and it's nice to combine different colors. But I thought I'd just that. You also, Felicia, you also have not only you have different and wonderful yarn, but you have a lot of accessories.
A lot of it.
You have needles, you have all the coconut stuff, you have a lot of
things that you need for knitting and crochet. Actually, we have everything from amarisu, from daruma, from cocoa knits, from Chiagu, which is our base needles, really.
And we have pre-made shawls and handbags and jewelry.
Yeah, pre-made shawls from Ito in their mohair that's held double, so it's already made for you, so it makes a nice gift.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Talking about jewelry. Sorry, I tell one of our funny story.
We have jewelry, and we have Karen's custom-made bracelets. But, you have one too.
But I just want to tell this little story about when you came to visit. You were with another friend, correct? When you came to visit once at the showroom, and I had my daughter there with the earrings.
Oh, it was probably Liz. Liz was.
Yeah,
with me.
maybe it was So my daughter at the time was probably like 6 years old. So it was before the pandemic. So it's 5.5, 6 years old. And she was helping me in the showroom. Felicia and Karen came down with another friend, with Liz, I think, to look at the yarn, because in a wholesale, they want you to look at some of the yarn and some of the samples. And I had just had an event, one of the, in the showroom, and we had some Tibetan jewelry that we were doing a benefit sale. I do a lot of the benefit sales for different projects. And so I was doing the benefit sale. And I was like, it's so funny. So my daughter, I mean, she's 6 years old. And she was helping, and she said, do you think I can sell them some jewelry? And I said, well, I don't know if they're interested in jewelry. They're just here for the yarn. Don't bother them. So she went up to the other lady, and she said, you have some earrings? And yes, very kindly talking. Yeah, but they're not as nice as the one I have. and I just turned around and I said, you cannot really say that.
Back on, yeah.
And she said, you should try this one. You should try this one. And she went with a pair of earrings that we had for sale, and she stood there and she said, well, I don't see it. She said, I have a mirror. You can come and see yourself in the mirror. She dragged the person to the friend to the mirror, and the person that I think is Liz. Liz put them on, and then she said, oh, they're very pretty. Oh, you should buy them. And then she said, how much are they? And then she was like, oh, I don't know. What was that? So I came and I gave her the price. And she went back and she gave it the price, and Liz actually bought the pair of earrings, and she was so proud of that. She helped, that she helped, and she doing that. So for now, anytime that you come, she wants to sell some earrings. Not that I have many, but anybody will see them is. So anyway, she got some money which she kept, and she bought. And so I asked her, what do you want to buy with the money that you earned today? So we went and she bought some books at a local bookshop. So that's the story. That's one of the many stories that we have in common.
Yeah, definitely.
I think anything else? Yeah.
Your new Gobi also.
Oh yeah, the one that The one that Isabel is knitting.
So am I. Dingley Dell.
Yeah.
Gobi.
So you're doing the Dingley Dell in Gobi?
I am.
Oh, that's why you were asking whether we have a second color.
That's right.
You know, maybe I can help you there in advance.
Nice.
Be nice, you know, as the cat is out of the bag that we have a second color, maybe I can get you a few skeins of the second color so you can have your Dingley Dell.
For example, that would be great.
Yeah, I know. Let me see. Let me talk to my boss and see what I can say.
You tell him Felicia asked for it.
Yeah. You know, that was good. So you'll probably get it. Somebody's Catherine. Catherine, is that you, Catherine? Catherine is my Catherine? Yes. I say my Catherine because I know. Enjoy knitting with your yak silk. I had forgotten just how soft it is. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. So what are you knitting, Karen?
I'm knitting the Levant with the yak and silk. Oh man, it's so good. I love it. I love it. I've never knit with it before. I've knit with medium and the cloud and lace. You did the fiola. Yep, I did the fiola back there in the 2 strands of the lace cashmere.
You did the cashmere stripe.
Oh yeah, the cashmere sweater that you did. Yeah, with the cashmere.
Colors, so I think this is the only one that I hadn't knit with yet. So I'm very happy.
Yeah, this is the cashmere as well.
Yeah. So I've used both the heavier weight and the lace.
And the lace weight.
Okay, bye everybody.
Bye. Thank you.
So as a reminder, while Kim and Jonna are coming back, keep tuning in, sign up for newsletters, Instagram. We are trying to be as approachable as we can. The next one will be premiering this chat on YouTube. So if you miss something, if you want to watch it again, if you want to tell your friends about it. So what we are going to do, we are going to gather together and pick up every stitch. Hopefully they will give me some cheese and crackers or something to feed me. And we will watch it. So we will be live in the chat. Hey, you're back. So I was trying to explain about Sunday, but I think you heard me. And so that we can chat. And the the Ravelry group is quite active, right? You want to talk about the Ravelry group? Or you're not, you have to click on that thing you're muted right now. Yeah, you see all of that. So we cannot hear you. So you just have to press the unmute button. Let me see if I can unmute yourself. Ask to unmute, yeah? Can you see that? I cannot unmute you.
Okay.
No,
oh, good.
Okay, thank you.
And
technology, everybody's best friend.
People are still coming in. I was like, it's time to go out, not come in.
Go away.
So we want Didi wants to thank Isabel for staying up so ridiculously late to join us. So that is really, really nice. She doesn't really sleep, actually. That's a secret. That's how she can release 600 patterns a month.
Right.
That's how you do it.
Well, and I'd like to thank Kim for staying up till midnight so that we could release our video a day early to our members.
Yeah, we added memberships, and so one of the perks was to release episode 7 early to the members, but it's a whole process that is a little annoying. But anyway.
She was up late too.
Well, let's talk about your membership. So what do we get? I became a member because I love them so much that as soon as I said you can become a member of our channel, I think I was at number 3 that clicked on. You can choose your level and you get little perks, right? And you get your own emoji.
Yes.
Almost, yeah. So tell us about it.
So we have 3 levels. We have knit 1, purl 2, and cable 3. And cable 3, you get all the perks of the lower levels. So level 1, you get to use the emojis. And I actually became a member of our own channel, so I could use the emojis. So, and I'm a member of Kristen's channel and several other channels that, I watch
regularly, and I really appreciate their content. So anyway, custom emojis that I actually made. There's one of Kim, one of me, one of Pearl, the shop dog, and super excited, which is something we say all the time.
All the time.
I love the Pearl emoji.
I like that one. I love that one. I actually use it in one of my comments.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. I just saw it. I was like, oh, that's a cool thing. I want to use it all the time.
That's so funny. Okay. And so the second level is...
The second level, there's a few things. We do extra community posts for the Pearl level. And obviously the cable 3s can see them as well. And, you know, pictures and videos, little behind the scenes things. That's the middle level. And then cable 3, the two big things, and we still haven't figured out one of them. One of them is releasing the videos a day early, which we did last night at midnight until tonight at midnight. And then the other one is connecting on social media, but we can't figure out how to find out
people's email addresses.
If people are on social media and things like that. We might eventually get a mailing list so that we can have people's email.
And so that would be helpful.
And you're a Cable 3 member, email us, because our email address is in the show notes, and let us know if you're on social media. So that would be helpful.
Yeah. But other than that, if you never become a member, that's fine. The channel will not change for you. It's the same content that it was before.
Right.
An episode once a month, and then one or more mini-sodes throughout the month, topical mini-sodes. So that'll all stay the same.
And can I just say that we're going to have Kristen as a special guest on a mini-sode coming up. So we're really excited to hear more about her yarn company and just about, you know, her knitting career. So we're excited that she agreed to do that.
But as you're here, you can also speak about it here. No, we want to hear it too.
Yeah, tell us about ball dyeing.
Oh, well, hello. Where do I begin? I don't know, where should I start?
Well, why did you start dyeing yarn?
I was home from work one day. I had a 9-to-5 job editing, and
one does. I'm home from work.
I was home taking a mental holiday, what do you call it, where you're just relaxing and doing nothing. And I was watching my friend Laura. She was Jinx Yarn. I don't know if you remember her, but she, you know, had a really cool hand-dyed yarn company, and she did a tutorial on how to hand-dye yarn. And I was like, wow, that looks like a lot of fun. So I just went through my stash, picked out a skein of yarn that I, you know, wasn't crazy about the colors of, and I just was playing around, and I really fell in love with the process. And I just ordered a whole bunch of bare skeins from like Knit Picks, and just the skeins started piling up. And I just one day, just, you know, because I had my YouTube channel, I started talking about how I was dyeing yarn, and I said, you know, I don't know what to do with these skeins. I can't knit them all by myself. So I don't know, would anybody be interested in buying them on Etsy? And everyone's just like, yes, put them on Etsy. I'm like, okay. And it just kind of escalated from there. And, you know, one day I realized I can't have two jobs, dyeing yarn and my full-time job. So one had to go, and I went the way of the yarn dyeing, and here I am.
She has just gorgeous colorways.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. So yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's nice. Yeah. And you will share more in the episode that you have with Kim and Jonna as well. So tune in. And so the episode is coming tomorrow. They are fun to watch. I mean, I don't have time to watch a lot of YouTube channels and podcasts, but I do watch. You know, I'm always watch the Grocery Girls as well. You know, I have to say that because I love them. And Kim and Jonna and a few others as well. So I will have to be hooked up at your channel as well, Kirsten. And I think actually I'm a subscriber. And
so I have one other short little surprise, which is it was Kim's birthday. Yeah, last week. And
I'm halfway to 116.
Yeah. And I've given her many skeins of yarn and patterns, and they're starting to pile up, and she's, you know, she gets anxious when her stash gets too big, so she's like, no yarn. So I was just waiting for some inspiration. I came in to pick up every stitch today, and I was
busy today.
I was super busy today. Came in like full sweatiness just to swap out my yarn for the Dingley Doll, and saw exactly what I needed to get you for your birthday. So happy birthday.
Ooh, we have a happy birthday unveiling moment.
Yeah.
And there is a card too. I love cards.
You have to open the card. It's very appropriate.
I have to open the card.
Especially for episode 7. If you watch episode 7, this card will make all sense.
Or if not, you can just listen to the card now and then go and watch the episode and figure things out. I know some of people are leaving because it's very late in Europe, so we understand absolutely the fact that you're leaving, and you can always catch the rest of the.
Okay, you ready? I'm going to read it.
Yeah, I am.
A real knitter will spit and splice in public without the aid of a water bottle.
Heck yeah.
We were talking in episode 7. We talk about spit splicing, and I've never done it, so that's why it's so funny.
I saw the card. I thought it was perfect.
I do it all the time.
Yes.
Not in public though. But.
Like I'm a lazy knitter. I'm like, this is for lazy knitters.
Yeah, instead of weaving in ends. Oh, I'm so excited. Thank you so much. Oh gosh. When they were showing it, I was just thinking,
Were you having Andy?
Oh my
goodness. We are twinning.
And everybody knows I love color. Oh my goodness.
We tried to pick the most colorful one. That helps your car.
I love it. Everything matches my car. And my sweater that I just finished, my Freya tee in mYak.
That's the Freya tee from Florence Sperling. That's another wonderful, gorgeous design. I think people should see it a little bit better. So every single flower is so the base is the Kupa yarn, right?
Yes.
Look at that. And every single flower she made it with a different mohair.
Yeah, in episode 7, which will air tomorrow, I only had one flower done, but then I bought souvenir yarn at La Ravelry in Bordeaux, France. I bought mohair in 6 different colors. So originally the design is only supposed to have petals on every other flower, but when I got these jewel gem tone mohair, I said I have to put them on every single flower. So it'll be better in pictures. You'll see it in pictures on episode 7 tomorrow. But thank you so much for my gift. Thank you so much.
What a wonderful gift.
So fun. This has been so much fun.
So much fun. And we're really looking forward to the premiere so that we can participate live in the chat.
Right. So on Sunday at 2 o'clock on the mYak channel, this video will premiere, meaning that's when it'll go public, but at the same time, we, as many of us as possible, will be watching and we'll be chatting. That's the hard part with these, is that we can't really have our phones here and chat with you. You know, Amy is doing a lot of it, or all of it. So on Sunday at 2 o'clock Eastern Daylight Time here in the US, this will air and we'll be live in the chat with you watching. I don't like to watch myself, actually. After I edit the video, I never watch it again. So that's going to be
That's the beauty. We can just do like this and then chat, or we can just busy chatting without watching.
Exactly.
So make sure you subscribe to the mYak Tibetan channel, and besides subscribing, of course, to Knit Together with Kim and Jonna. I keep saying Jonna, sorry. And so go there, make sure you turn on your notifications so we know that you are, so that you can get a notification that we are going to be live. And as this is 1 hour and 49 minutes already, it will be 1 hour and 45 minutes going, and we will be chatting there as well. So this is Sunday 2 p.m.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you have any other, Isabel, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for staying up so late to listen to us babbling, because that's what you've been doing, nothing else than babbling away. So thank you so much for joining us. And thank you for the Knitting Posse as well, Felicia and Karen and Kirsten of Wollenwein, and especially to all of you ladies. I hope you're enjoying. Send us messages. Let us know whether you enjoyed it, what else you want us to do. Get in touch with the prices. For the prices, we will have more. Keep knitting. I think knitting is, for us, is like a meditation, of course. And if you knit with the, Tibetan yarn, it's worth double the credit.
And by the way, we are going to have more, 2 more knit nights. We're going to have one in July and one in August. And then, of course, in September, when we're all done, because this ends August 31st, then we're going to do like a show and tell, probably on Zoom like this. Everybody can wear their finished projects, or even wear them if you're not finished.
And I thought it would be fun if at Rhinebeck we're there and we all wear our Dingley Dells one day.
That would be fun.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because normally anyway, at Rhinebeck is 600 degrees. It's never cold enough to wear a sweater. So this would be perfect.
No, who knows?
So anyway,
one day's hot and one day's freezing.
yes. So what we should do, and actually, I don't know if you are familiar, the day before Rhinebeck, there is this beautiful event organized by Brooklyn General and String Studio in Brooklyn. There are 2 stores, and they have this called Wool and Folk, and it's one day before Rhinebeck. So if you're coming to Rhinebeck on the Thursday night or Friday morning, it's just one day, and I will be there. I will be with Amy vending at that. That will be my first live event in forever. So you're probably going to be there too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Jonna and I went last year, and that was right when we were really just deciding we're gonna do a YouTube channel. And actually, some random person sitting near the Hudson River in one of the Adirondack chairs took that picture that you see of us in all of our intros with me wearing, what was I wearing? My snowbell top, and you're wearing a ranunculus?
A ranunculus.
And that, we don't even know who the woman was. So if you're watching at any point, tell us who you were, because we use that photo all the time. Yeah. Thank you. But we went there last year and we loved it.
It's a great small festival.
Yeah.
Highly recommend.
Yeah. So with this, we want to say good night or good morning, depends where you are at this point, to everybody. I want to thank you all, and we will continue to do what we are doing. Thank you, Isabel, again. I will see you at the end of the month, possibly. And knit away the beautiful sweater and, I should not say, or cardigan or shawl or whatever that is. Oh, sorry. Somebody says, I don't see where to if you go on the mYak website, there is the hamburger drop-down menu on the left. If you look at it, it's on your left. Click on it and it says sign up for newsletter. And if not, just send us an email. If you're on Instagram, go to our profile. You just click on it. It says sign up to a newsletter. Any YouTube channel, the links are everywhere. So I hope you can find it. Have a lovely, Susan from Melbourne. I love Susan. And so happy you could join. Probably it's like 4 o'clock in the morning there. Thank you everybody for being with us. I will see you girls on Sundays, right?
Sunday. Thank you everyone. Bye.
Bye. Good night.
Bye.